Welcome to Insights Live. I'm Rebecca Selby. Right now I'm joined by none other than Malcolm Fox, Vice President Product Marketing for Epicor. Malcolm, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's been a tremendous day.
I'm glad to hear that you're with us to talk about all things ERP and Epicor ERP version 10. So can you tell me right out of the gate, how is Epicor ERP version 10 reinventing how companies operate?
Well, what we've done with Epicor ERP version 10 is we've taken the great rich functionality that we have within our existing application, and we've thought about the way individuals need to interact and their relationship with ERP these days. So we've looked at how can we increase the collaboration, how can we increase the social aspects of ERP, what can we bring to our ERP solution that makes it easier for our customers to collaborate not only within the four walls of their organization, but also with their suppliers and their customers. So one of the key things we've introduced with ERP version 10 is greater collaboration. And then with collaboration, we've made the entire application easier to use. Every aspect of Epicor ERP 10 has got a focus on eliminating complexity and just really making everything from the initial implementation through to the day-to-day use of the application simpler and easier to use. Another dimension of simplicity is the speed with which the application can respond, not just in terms of how it performs processing transactions, but how quickly can a business respond to changes in their environment? How quickly can they move from one business model to another? So we've introduced new capabilities to improve responsiveness. The fourth area that we've focused on with this latest release is around increasing support for mobility.
Right.
I mean, you're here today. Last year, I think we were here with a piece of paper. This year, we've had to invest in a very expensive tablet device.
It's working.
It's becoming more and more prevalent that people are expecting to bring their own devices into the workplace and to be able to use them and to become productive. We needed to increase support for mobility within the organization. And then the final area is similar to you choosing to use that device today. So users these days expect greater choice. They don't want to be herded down a particular route. So the fifth of the principles that we've introduced with Epicor ERP version 10 is about reinforcing choice. Choice with how our customers can deploy the solution, if they want it up in the cloud, if they want to run it multi-tenant, single tenant, if they want us to host it, if they want it on-premise. So these 5 principles of collaboration, of simplicity, of greater choice, of improving mobility, of greater responsiveness, these are the key elements of Epicor ERP version 10.
So what kind of response are we getting from customers on that?
Today has been a fantastic day. It started off, I was brought on stage with It's a Beautiful Day, and throughout today I've been talking to customers, existing customers. They cannot wait to get to the next release of Epicor ERP version 10. We've got a lot of customers on 9, customers on Vantage Vista, customers on other solutions in our portfolio, and they all want to get to 10. One of the great things that we've been able to introduce as part of 10 is not just the solution itself, but new tools and services to help these customers get up to the latest release, and then once they're there, to stay current.
Speaking of our customers, what sort of agility do business leaders and IT leaders need to have as this next wave of digital disruption comes through to us?
Yeah, the one thing that's certain in life, and increasingly certain in life, is the pace of change, the need for greater agility. You can't, I think in the olden days we would go through an ERP implementation and we would kind of get to the end of it, relax, and think, well, that's done, that's set now for years to come.
Right.
You can't relax. You're constantly needing to reinvent yourselves, and you need an ERP solution that gets out of the way. That enables you to, it disappears into the background. It supports the business and provides the insights and the analytics and the information that's necessary to make the right decisions, and then it gets out of the way. And people don't even need to think about the fact they're interacting with ERP. It's there in the background, it's like a utility, and the focus is on How do I get value out of that? How do I improve my business through the investment I've made in ERP? And I think anybody who's looking for an ERP solution these days really has to look under the covers, move away from just thinking about a functional checklist, because you get 5 ERP solutions, they're all going to score pretty much the same.
Right.
It is essential to look under the bonnet, look at the underlying technology, look at what's in place to support the agility that you're going to need for the changing conditions in the future.
Well, one of the changing conditions that Epicor ERP version 10 really supports is social collaboration. Can you tell me what features customers should look forward to with that?
What should they look for with social collaboration? Well, there seem to be 2 approaches that ERP vendors are going down when it comes to social. A lot of buzz around social. One approach is that you take a pure social application and you try and integrate it in some way to some part of an ERP solution. We prefer the approach of embedding social within every aspect of the application. That then gives our customers the choice as to what makes most sense to them. If they're a project-based manufacturer, they might want to collaborate around a project or a works order or a part that's necessary for that project. But if they're in medical device, maybe they want to collaborate around issues that come up. Maybe if they're a services organization, it's really just ensuring a smooth process through the financial solution. The way social is going to be adopted in different companies demands that the solution is available wherever an ERP transaction can be generated, and that's the approach that we've adopted.
So what advice would you give to an organization that's considering a new ERP solution?
Well, other than select Epicor.
Well, anything else?
No, I think that the key to anybody who's thinking about investing in a new ERP solution is move beyond just, can it do what I need to do today? Clearly you need to invest in a solution that is going to help you add value to your business. But think about the change that we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. Think about the accelerating pace of change, and just try and project forward where you might be in 2 or 3 years' time. And make sure that whatever investment you make in ERP, that ERP solution is going to help you get there. It's not going to hold you back. It's going to support your initiatives, but it's not going to become a constraint that prevents you from making the most of whatever technology throws at us next.
So look for something that can grow with you. Know what your goals are.
Absolutely. And expect the unexpected, and just think about the change we've seen in the recent past and extrapolate from there.
That's great advice. Thank you for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it.
After a long day, it's always a pleasure to sit down with you.
If you have any questions or would like to speak to somebody about what we've talked about today, please visit epicor.com.